back with Roger from doTERRA
Hey,
Oils. Andrea Purcell, naturopathic doctor, helping women over 40 struggling with health and hormonal conditions reclaim their health in their life using natural medicine. So we are talking about some home remedies today, summer home remedies. So thank you for joining us. So one of the things that we struggle with here in Arizona, but even across the US, is dealing with heat exhaustion, getting overheated during the summertime. And Roger's going to be sharing some of his favorite oils to help us cool down.
Yes.
And just, from a medical perspective, it's just really important to stay hydrated. And that doesn't mean just drinking water. It's having electrolytes. So I brought a couple of my favorite healthy electrolytes. Recharge is a healthy form of Gatorade, doesn't have any of the fake sugars, the colorings in it, so it's a nice thing to have a shot of or add to your water. I also brought coconut water. This one happens to have a little bit of aloe in it, but really good at helping recharge the electrolytes because we just sweat out salt.
I like that.
Yeah.
I want to try both.
Yeah, and I think it's just really important to remember to wear protective clothing and keep ourselves in the shade, out of the sun, so we don't get overheated. And then some cooling foods, some cooling oils. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, for sure. So one thing that's really important to talk about in the summertime is with the essential oil use is the use of citrus oils. So make sure you understand from a safety standpoint not to use citrus oils and then go out in the sun. You can use them like under your feet or something like that, but if you put oils topically, citrus oils are photosensitive, and you can put a citrus oil on and actually go out, and it's not just a sunburn, like it can do some damage. It's pretty dangerous. So do not use citrus oils topically in the summertime. It's a good tip. But as far as staying cool, this is Arizona, like we have to find something. Peppermint oil is one of my favorites. It's a basic, simple, almost, everybody can find peppermint oil. It's really easy to use, but peppermint is a cooling oil. It's great for fevers, but in the summertime, just even rubbing a little peppermint oil on the back of your neck, it cools your body temperature. We used on fevers for the little ones, but outside, we were at a concert in 4th of July outside. Who does a concert 4th of July in Arizona outside? I don't understand. Peppermint oil was amazing, but one of the best things, especially on a family gathering picnic, is a good hack is I get these little empty bottles. You can get them from Amazon or whatever, little spray bottles, and I'll actually make a little peppermint spray. And when everybody's hot, we just mist them down, and it drops your body temperature in a way that's not, it's still healthy, but it cools you down from that heat. It's a fantastic way to beat the heat.
Peppermint mist. And I just want to say too, for those women struggling with hot flashes during the day, just looking for something to cool you down, a peppermint mist would be delightful.
Yeah, fantastic.
Anything else you got for cooling?
Cooling down peppermint. That's what I do. Yeah, peppermint's it. It does everything. It's amazing.
And I just want to say you can eat more of the cooling foods. So that's why we have summer melons, we have cucumbers, we have asparagus, just some of those cooling foods to really pull us down. Frozen grapes are good, just really cold smoothies and things, because drinking the ice cold drinks definitely helps drop the internal body temperature. And sunburn is a big one, so we're going to talk about sunburn next. So some natural ways to use essential oils to protect yourself from sunburn. So after sun, but then also what to do if you have a sunburn.
Absolutely. So first of all, I always use a natural-based sunscreen. There are several oils that are good to help boost the sunscreen ability. However, any good natural sunscreen is great, but after the sun, it's critical, especially when you hear sun does such a horrible damage to your body. So what I do is I create a couple different things. Again, I make a spray with essential oils to help with after sun, or I actually just get a little pipette like this. I get a really base, this is just a base carrier lotion that doTERRA makes, any base lotion, and put the oils directly into this. And I create an entire after sun lotion for my kids. We just went on vacation down to the Caribbean for a week, and we went through a lot of this. So some really good after sun oils.
To add to the lotion.
To add to the lotion, to a spray, or even just to put in any little carrier oil to put on after the sun. Lavender is always one of the best. Lavender is amazing, especially if you're sunburned. Lavender takes the sunburn away really well. Some of my favorites to make in the spray, I have a special after sun spray I make. It's got a lot of lavender, a little bit of Roman chamomile. It's very calming to the skin. Just a tiny bit of peppermint because it is cooling, and when you're sunburned especially, it helps a lot. Anything that's going to nourish the skin. Frankincense is really good to nourish the skin. So in my spray or in my lotion, I use a lot of lavender, tiny bit of peppermint, some Roman chamomile, some frankincense, mix it in the spray or in the lotion. It's great for after sun, especially for sunburns. A good safe, non-toxic lotion with some lavender oil as soon as possible after your sunburn. And through the last 2 years of a lot of sun time for me, and I don't like the sun, I burn pretty easily, that topically right after sunburn, and it's almost always gone the next day. It doesn't peel, all the damage isn't there, like it really helps protect.
Yeah, and that's really important because people don't realize, okay, we get out of the sun, right? But then we continue to bake, the sunburn develops over 24 to 48 hours. So you can really jump in there and help yourself with this skin damage. And then I just think it's just wonderful, you know, so you get your own lotion, you pipette the oils in, you shake it up, and there you have it.
Super easy.
Yeah. You know, and I think that's great too, because we all know aloe vera. We're here in Arizona. Aloe vera, many people have it on our properties, but it's messy. You can't travel with it. You can't take it to the Caribbean with you.
Exactly.
But if you're at home, absolutely, aloe vera, the fresh gel on your skin will help cool it.
And you can mix those oils with aloe vera too. When I'm home, I'll get a good aloe vera and put the oils right with the aloe vera, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, plants helping plants.
Absolutely.
Just that synergistic effect is so incredible. All right, so it's summer season, we're traveling, you just got back from the Caribbean, we changed time zones. And so I do want to talk about helping with jet lag. I know many people struggle when they come back to their home time zone with jet lag and just recovery. So what do we have to help with that?
A lot, actually. I travel a lot, not just for the summertime, and so I've learned my own hacks that have really helped me a lot. First of all, I want to make sure I prepare myself for the travel as good as I can, especially if it's a long trip. If it's anything more than 4 or 5 hours, I like to use something like Magnolia or a Serenity blend before a long trip because that helps relax my body and helps me sleep on the plane, which sometimes I can't do, and that really helps a lot. Our Serenity soft gels is just an herbal supplement to help calm your body.
The nervous system.
So to be able to get my body to where I am resting even though I'm on the flight, that's a huge help to beginning. During my flight, I use Deep Blue Rub. Deep Blue is a blend of oils. It comes in an oil or a rub form. I rub it on my legs. It helps warm my legs, helps soothe the muscles, help keep them going. I do yoga in the aisle of the plane. Like I do all kinds of stuff to keep my body going.
Keep the circulation moving.
But then when we land, so one of my favorite things in the world is what I term as happy crack. It's just my own blend. That's what I call it because that's what you feel like. Basically, it's peppermint and wild orange. I put a drop of each one in my hand, rub my hands together, and just breathe it in. The peppermint clears the fog, helps you wake up, energizes your body. The wild orange is a natural mood enhancer, so it just picks you up. When I land, I like to try to keep my body on the local time, so it might mean that I'm staying up extra long, more than I normally do. So wild orange and peppermint help keep me up and feeling good while I'm getting to that place. Copaiba is an amazing oil to bring homeostasis and balance to your body. So I put a drop of copaiba oil under my tongue.
And does that start with a C?
A C. Copaiba is how the Brazilians say it.
I think many people are not familiar with that.
Yes, it's not a common oil. It's fantastic. It's in the endocannabinoid family, beta-caryophyllene, and it really does great to just get the body back where it's supposed to be. So I find one of the things that happens with jet lag is a lot of emotional up and down. This helps kind of bridge the gap and keep me up while I'm coming down to where I am. So those are my jet lag hacks.
You know, there's actually a lot of science behind using peppermint and in the mint family for increasing oxygenation to the brain and helping with mental clarity. You know, it's something that I use on long road trips, you know, on the third eye or under my nose, or just to keep it so it makes sense that you're going to use it when you get to your destination to help open and clear the mind. Yeah. So, you know, and I always say, you know, self-care is the best care. So when you come back from a trip, especially if it was a lot of, you know, 3 or more hours of changing time zones, give yourself a day of buffer. You don't need to come back in late on a Sunday night and hit work hard the next day and have nothing in your fridge and not be prepared, you know. I mean, preparation is absolutely key. And then when you get back home, you can always use a small amount of melatonin, anywhere between 1 and 3 milligrams, to reset you to your own time zone. I don't recommend using melatonin when you're visiting someone else's time zone, because then you'll get rebalanced over there. So it's better to just reboot yourself when you get back home.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right, so other things that affect us in the summer, I know, are bites and stings. And many people are just very sensitive. You know, they have allergies, their skin swells up, like a tiny little bite turns into like a hive.
My son.
Yeah, so what do we have to help with, bites and stings that's really natural and works well?
Yeah, wonderful. We have a blend called TerraShield. There are several oils that are fantastic to deter pests like that. TerraShield is a blend of all those. It comes in a spray as well as a bottle of oil. I like the spray, it's just easy. A lot of tree oils, things that repel oils. We have an oil called repel insects. We have an oil called arborvitae. The arborvitae tree is the only tree in the world that has no natural pests. Bugs don't like it. So you use it as well. Cedar wood is also fantastic to help repel them and keep them away. But inevitably we're all going to get stung by something. So my two favorite things in the world are lavender, always. It's an antihistamine, it's calming, it's soothing, it calms that. And we have a blend called Purify. Purify actually pulls toxins out as well. So spider bites, things that have any kind of venom or anything like that. It reduces swelling really quick. It feels good, it soothes, it stops the itching. Both lavender as well, they stop the itching. That's what drives me crazy, is the itching afterwards. So both of these are fantastic to have on hand in the summer to help with that itching.
Yeah, and I think it's just important to know now. I was talking to a couple of beekeepers this spring, and really the original honeybee from Italy is no longer. They've all, migrated and changed and crossbred with more or less the African killer bee. So when we do get a bee sting, it can be
it's not what it used to be.
Very painful, and there can be a lot of swelling and a lot of itching, and having some of these things on hand, because I'll tell you firsthand, Benadryl doesn't cut it. And we're going to talk more about over-the-counter, things in the next section and what we're actually putting in our bodies. So a couple of things I have on my end. I have Sting Stop, which is a homeopathic that can work, that's sold in health food stores. I also have the Badger Balm after Bug Balm to put that on. And perhaps combining some of these things with the oils will give you the relief that you're looking for. Also, if you're using chemical-based bug sprays, please don't do it. So toxic. Remember, anything that you put on your skin goes directly into your bloodstream. Our bodies are just overrun with toxins these days. There are a lot of organic alternatives to bug spray. So Roger's proposing the TerraShield from doTERRA Oils. Many of these organic bug sprays, what are they?
They're mostly essential oils. Yeah, absolutely.
So, really one and the same. Yeah. So Roger, I just want to say thank you today for coming in and sharing your knowledge and what you know, and helping our practice members, and just sharing out there with the world what essential oils can do and how you can boost your own at-home medicinary with them.
Absolutely. Nature's the best way, and if we can use them, then that's definitely where I want to go.